Good day to you, Jim Laird, joining you live from Darioma, Nicaragua. It is full-blown summer here. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's like Laird joining you live from. I'm getting an echo. Interesting. So we're going live here on Instagram. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why I'm getting an echo. Weird, weird, weird. Hmm, Where do I go? Turn on? That's never happened before. Oh well. So here we are. I muted my my microphone or my speaker. Hope you're doing well today. That kind of threw me off, but we're geared to go now. So the last 2 weeks have been absolutely insane, to say the least. I've had some unexpected events. I moved down here to Nicaragua last December, and the whole point was to build a gym on the beach. That kind of fell through, and and building a gym on the beach was going to allow me to like train myself and then possibly train some people in the community. Or I was working in a medical practice, how to help build a medical practice and a wellness program or a wellness coaching program that kind of ended here a few months ago. And so the gym didn't work out, and then I ended up having to go out on my own, which was totally unexpected. So started my own online coaching business. Obviously, I've been coaching people for a long time, but I've never really had to market or promote myself. I've never been really good at self promotion. When I was in person, I never had to worry about any of that. All my clients are sent to me by referral. So this is all new to me. And to be honest, to be frank, quite frank, I was going insane. And because I wasn't getting to train people in person. And so the good Lord, how he always has taken care of me over the years, opened some doors up. And I'm going to keep it really vague for now. But I am now, this week was Monday through Saturday. Usually it's Tuesday through Friday, and then games on Saturday and Sunday, but I don't go to the Sunday games. But I'm helping a pro team in Messiah out, and basically, it's a lot of fun. So I get up at 5 every morning, and before, I had my coaching calls and all that stuff. I really love doing that, but interacting in person is a totally different animal. That's what I do. I'm an in-person coach. I like working online. I really enjoy interacting with people. I like helping people. No big deal. But there's something about coaching people in person, and I've seen it in my data. So now, basically, I spend from like 8:30. I have to be there around 7:30 for meetings. I spend about 8:30 till 11, basically either working with people or watching. And I'm having to demo a lot of this stuff. Obviously, my Spanish is horrible. So I'm having to demo a lot of this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is stuff that they've never seen here before. Like a lot of the sprint development, the speed drills, a lot of the dynamic warm-up stuff, they just haven't seen it. They've seen some of it. Um, they don't do a lot of speed training here, like speed development, explosive power kind of development. So we're working on integrating that and bringing some new things in, and then working on um, kind of changing the mindset here. I'll just leave it at that. So I spend a lot of time demoing, which is what I'm used to doing. I'm used to um, spending all day demonstrating exercises, moving around, and that's essentially what I'm doing now. So usually I have Mondays off. This week I didn't. So I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I get up in the morning. I come outside, I play with the dogs. have a little morning routine, and do a little heavy bag, a little rebounder. Um, and basically, I get on the motorcycle at like 7:30, and I head to Messiah, and then I work with a couple guys after practice at the gym that have some more training experience than most of the people here do. I work with a few of those guys, and then I train myself, and then I also film content if I need to film content at the gym in Messiah. So Monday, I did essentially, I'm doing a lot of stuff daily. Besides what I'm demoing, I've been practicing skipping, and a lot of the agility work I have to demo for them because a lot of them they haven't seen it before, and I can't really explain it. So I have to show it, and I'm actually pretty impressed for a 50-year-old dude. I still move pretty good, considering how many years I spent lifting heavy things. I still move pretty well for a guy my size and a guy my age. So I'm really happy with that. And so I'm before I had to take movement breaks throughout the day, but now I'm essentially moving all morning. So I go to practice, train a couple people not on Mondays. Mondays is completely free. Sunday and Monday, I don't go on the road trip. So Sunday, Monday is 100% dedicated to a little bit of rest and relaxation and my internet business, filming content, catching up with people. I've got two groups, Vitality Sisterhood, Vitality Brotherhood. They're both free groups. You're more than welcome to join. I answer tons of questions in there. I'm going to get my Q&A calls going in there again. I had to put those on hold while my schedule was being worked out. But now I kind of know what my schedule is, so we're going to start doing a Q&A call in each group. So you can go to Vitality Brotherhood or Sisterhood and join those groups. Love to have you in there. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of great people in both the groups. So I'm constantly sharing videos, food tips and tricks, answering questions. A lot of people use it for accountability. So they're both really good groups, and I really enjoy them. I also have my coaching business. I have men's and women's group coaching on both sides, and then I do some individual stuff as well. And if you're interested in that, you can always go to Vitality Brotherhood and .com and click the coaching button and book a discovery call with me, and we can figure out what program is best for you. So generally speaking, Monday, I try to do every one of my workouts is more or less full body. And most of the time I'm training now in Messiah. Sometimes I train here in Diriomo. And so I don't really know what kind of equipment is going to be available to me, um, especially here in Diriomo, depending on what time of day that I go. If I go near a busy time of day, good luck getting any kind of leg equipment because the ladies just like every piece of leg equipment has like 5 women on it. And then every heavy dumbbell is being used for like sumo, sumo deadlifts slash elevated sumo squats for glutes. A lot of times I have to be creative, but I worked out in Messiah yesterday. They have a great belt squat there. So I did belt squats paired with single arm dumbbell press on the floor, which is like a full range of motion for me because my arms are so short. And then I did some seated cable pull downs. And then I did some roll to elbow, like half get ups, bridges on like 8 on each side because we're doing a lot of those for practice. So I want to be able to practice those because we don't have weights. We don't, a lot of stuff we're doing right now is body weight. We don't have equipment or anything like that. So we're doing a lot of real basic things, bear crawls, uh, jumping, sprinting, 10-yard sprints, a lot of real basic fundamental things that these guys just haven't been exposed to before. Um, so I did those get up bridges, and then I did some medicine ball, explosive rotational throws, and some fake throws, a lot of stuff that I'm going to be demonstrating at practice. And then I did basically some beach work. I did some tricep extensions, some deep squat curls, and then I did some arm bars, and that was it. Now, tomorrow, a lot of it's going to depend on where I train. Tomorrow will be more of an upper body focused workout. I'm going to do. I try to do like so. On Monday, I did a pull down. So tomorrow, I'm going to do a row, and I'm probably going to do a standing row, um, just to be a little more functional, so to speak. And then I'll probably do some sort of press It'll be a different type of press, maybe a machine press. We'll probably work some landmines into that. Um, and then we're probably going to do some sort of step up with that. Um, Maybe a lunge, depending on what's available. But I'm trying to get more rotation involved, but a lot of it is going to be what's available to me. So I know that I need to do something for each, system or movement pattern. But a lot of it times I won't know until I get there. On Friday, I might work out. Well, I probably won't work out on Saturday, but sometimes I go to Granada and use the sled, drag the sled, throw medicine balls. I try to throw medicine balls here because hopefully I can get my hands on some medicine balls. We're gonna be doing a lot of medicine ball throwing at practice. So I'll fill in the gaps on Friday with whatever I missed um, on Monday. So that's basically how I kind of formulate. I do 3 full body workouts. I try to do some sort of like strongman day on Friday, something athletic that involves jumping, um, throw some more beach work in there. That's basically kind of how I structure my training. But honestly, a lot of times when I go into the gym, I kind of know generally what I want to do, but I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do until I see what equipment is available. Because the gyms here, especially if I go later in the afternoon, they are literally uh, ridiculously busy. And so a lot of times I don't know what equipment's going to be available. So, and luckily, the gym in Messiah has really heavy dumbbells, and I know those are always going to be free because there's not very many people who can press those or move those around. So whatever, if it's the gym is super busy, I'll just use the heavy dumbbells because most people can't even lift them here. So they just if it's over 100-pound dumbbell, it's going to usually be collecting dust. There's so few dumbbells here that are over 100 pounds. So that's basically what I'm doing training wise. I'm really excited about being able to work with people in person. And I can tell you from my HRV scores, from the Aura Ring, my overall readiness, from my sleep, my body loves to move around. Loves, 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 loves moving around. So the fact that I'm moving around from 7 in the morning all the way to 11 every day, I come home, I do a couple calls in the evening. A lot of times I'll do them in Messiah, so I don't have to come all the way back here. I'll go to the gym, work out, do a couple calls, come home, relax, take the dogs out, play with the dogs, and then get ready, go to sleep, and get up and do it again. And my stress levels are much, much lower now that I'm more active and moving around all day. I'm not moving at a radically crazy pace, but it just kind of goes to reinforce the adage that we should be moving around constantly, and that's actually really good for us. It's good for our health. It's good for our overall well-being. So you need to, if you're sitting inside in front of a screen all day, that is really hard on your system. So you need to get up, you need to move around the best you can. I know a lot of people kind of have to do that. I was doing that before, um, and it just wasn't good for me. So I'm learning a lot about myself, and I'm really enjoying. I'm going to get a crash course, getting a crash course in Spanish. I've learned more Spanish in the last 2 weeks than I have in the whole last year here, because most of the time, I was going out and spending time with people, but most of the time I was here working online, doing calls online. So now that I'm actually, hanging out with like, 50, 60 athletes, uh, listening to them speak Spanish, me trying to explain things to them. Luckily, there's a few guys on the team that speak English that can interpret for me. That's very helpful. So, but I'm really enjoying myself. Couple things. Um, you can join the Vitality Brotherhood or Sisterhood. They're both fun groups. Get in there. I would love to have you in there. Other thing is EMR Tech is having a 30% off sale. Um, they're the red light company I've used forever and ever and ever. 30% off. If you go over to vitalitybrotherhood.com and you click on recommended products, you'll see the EMR Tech link, and you can go over there and get 30% off that. I've used the Firewave for years now. I travel with it. It's a great little device. And so that's that. And then, of course, the show is sponsored by Faro, my friend Charles Mayfield. Great skin product. instantly helps, like wrinkles under your eyes and stuff. Um, a lot of people in the group have been amazed at how effective it is at you smoothing out some of those wrinkles like pretty much instantaneously. So you can go to Faro.shop, use code Jim15 to get 15% off. I appreciate your support. Um, I need to come up with a regular time for these lives. I've also been filming content. The other day, I filmed, if you go to Vitality Brotherhood, Vitality Sisterhood YouTube channel, I filmed how to you basically use your fitness tracker, how to use HRV to like get yourself in a better place, and then what to do if you don't want to get a fitness tracker and you can't afford one, how to measure what your nervous system is doing, how your body's doing, um, based on some other things like checking your blood pressure, your resting heart rate, your body temperature in the morning, testing your grip strength. There's a bunch of different things we can do if you don't want to use the Aura Ring. And then I get into basically a bunch of different case studies of people that we're able to help because of the data on the Aura Ring. And a lot of times, what people feel
Unknown
and,
caller.
and what the data, I really should turn that off, shouldn't I? And what the data says, what their vitals say, are usually two different things. And most people that get in trouble that are type A, they, like myself, I have very poor self awareness. I just do the job and I push myself and get done whatever I need to get done. And then, one day I blow a tire out and I'm on the side of the road. So, the idea with looking at your vital signs, your HRV, your resting heart rate, all these different variables, is that when your suspension or you've got a bearing that's going, or your car starts making funny noises when you take it to the shop, so you'd end up going up on the side of the road. A lot of the people that I've worked with in the past, or even today, are super type A, super driven, and so they need to learn how to kind of manage themselves. And a lot of times, they're their own worst enemy, myself included. So getting people to work with their body instead of against it is a constant challenge. And especially as you get older, you need to be a little smarter about what you pick and choose and your lifestyle in general. So happy to help you with those things. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And we will see you again soon. Have yourself a great day. Make sure you get outside. Let me check and see if there's any questions on Instagram. No, we do not have any questions on Instagram. So have yourself a great day. Remember to get outside. And we'll see you again soon.